Hello everyone and welcome back to the Everything Happens for a Reason podcast. So today I have Natalia with me.
Thanks for introducing me.
Who I'm going to put on the hotspot and make her give you all a little bit more insight into herself, her life, where she's at.
No, please don't.
I'm only joking, but today what we are going to talk about is just like sort of long-term friendships, toxic friends, that side of things, because me and her have been friends now for what? Like 15 years. Has it been that long?
No, 12.
12 years. Imagine sitting
12.
for 12 years with her.
It was a pleasure. Nice knowing you.
Nice knowing you. After today we are done. We just got to the stage. So I just thought it would be a good person to cover this topic with. But so Natalia, are you ready?
No.
Give a little bit of an introduction who you are.
So I'm basically Aiste's soulmate. Like, you don't get the one, you get the two. Well, like three.
We come as a pair. And why is it three? Go on, show everybody.
What do you want to see? the bun in the oven.
So yeah, Natalia's having a little baba.
Unfortunately.
Don't say that.
It's the good old days are gone.
No, they're not gone. She's coming back this summer. Hot girl summer.
She's really not. It's going to be hot girl winter.
Okay, hot girl winter.
I'm giving birth in summer.
We book in Ibiza.
No, I'm not that hot. Give me a year. I'll be back on track.
Self-plug. Sign up with the glute girl, yeah.
I never unsigned. I'm still
She just
signed
took
up.
a very, very long break. But anyway, so what I want to ask you is, what is a toxic friend to you? Not who. Don't call people out. What?
Jeez, I've got a list. Where's my phone? Probably just someone who just uses you.
In what way?
So basically, like, they're just there because they need you.
Yeah.
But when, like, it's not convenient for them, they're like, I don't really need you.
Yeah, they're only there for convenience most of the time.
See you later. I'll text you again when I need you.
And do you feel like have you personally cut off anybody that felt like they were toxic in your life?
Oh Jesus, yeah. Big list.
Give us an example.
Oh God. I mean, like, basically all my friends from like school, except yourself.
Why did you not cut me off? I'm the toxic.
You are the
leader.
Toxic one. No, I still need you. I'm still hanging around.
So she's still using me. This is the definition of toxic.
No, honestly, like, it's just like, so you're a bit of different, right? Okay, I'm really bad at explaining things, right? This is going to have to be edited.
English
extremely.
is her fourth language.
It is. At this point it is. Probably like the 10th. And I still can't speak any of them. Not even my original language. But okay, we'll get there eventually. Right, so I feel like me and you are really like with friends and stuff.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like you have your friends that you know. You can trust them. You can be like, you know, yourself. And like, I'll text you once a week. No, that's a lie. I'll text you every day, 24/7.
I'll text
You'll
her
reply
once.
to me once a week. It's the opposite. And then you have friends that like you'd sit and you text and it's only you texting them.
Yeah.
They never reach out to you. And then you eventually just get to the point where you're like, right, if you're not going to reach out, why would I reach out?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean?
And I think that's more so the case when you're younger though. Maybe like when you're in school and have those people around you. You know, the way you would have had a bigger friendship group in school and then you leave school and you're like, shit, I
actually never had a big friend group.
Oh yeah, I bullied her.
You actually did. You didn't like me.
So let's give a little bit of background how me and Natalia became friends. So me and her hated each other.
No, I didn't hate you.
I hated
didn't
her.
understand why you hated me. Like till this day, I generally don't really know.
You
like,
know
I
what,
question
Natalia,
that.
if I'm going to be brutally honest.
Why is it because I'm Polish?
No, I don't know either.
I don't get it.
I think it was who I was associating with.
Like your friends?
Yeah. Like the girl that I was close with was toxic as hell. I think she still is, no offence. But
trying to picture who was this?
Your biggest enemy, your worst nightmare when you were in school.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, I think so.
We can't really call names out.
Oh, Jesus. We should start. It's like I was saying to you, we should start doing like Barbara 1.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna nickname her Barbara. So me and Barbara were friends. I'm not sure why, because me and her were completely polar opposite people, but she really hated Natalia for some reason. So I did too.
But me and her were best friends though.
First.
Yeah.
And then why did you fall out?
Oh, I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah.
Like that's so like 11-year-old kind of drama.
Yeah. Big girl energy and all that.
Aye.
But yeah, so me and her were friends, and then she hated Natalia, so I hated Natalia. And then she would like pick on her. I didn't necessarily bully you face to face, like I just didn't like you.
we had a close friend though.
But that was like after it though. I think that's how me and you ended up getting closer.
No, because I'm pretty sure Barbara 3 now. We'll get on. No, right. No, because yous were in the same, like, this was a different friend group you would have had.
Yeah.
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 So, and then I was
she
friends
lived
with her.
beside me, and then you were friends with her.
Yeah.
And then I think you and her fell out, but me and her remained friends. But anyway, so this toxic bitch, right?
Me?
No, her, Barbara. So I will never forget this. She was leaving school and she was like, I'm going to beat Natalia up. And I was like, no, you're not. And then I went on to be friends with her. Yeah, no. And then, I fell out with her after that. And then, she pulled you to fight you after school, didn't she? But she ran away.
No, she went round telling everybody I ran away. I was walking home and she had 2 people run after me and be like, oh, will you wait? She wants to fight you. I'm like, I'm not waiting on her. If she wants to fight me, she can come to me. I'm not going to stand here and wait for the princess to show up. And then we lived next door to each other. And then she walked past me, like later on that day, like,
straight past
me. And then I said, like, oh, you've nothing to say to me now. She looked at me and walked on. And then the next day she came to you saying, oh, I just wanted to talk to her.
Natalia was in the principal's office and all over it.
Oh yeah, and then because I got accused for bullying, I was like, what?
It was the other 2 bitches.
I was like, they were looking to fight me.
Yeah, so then after that I got really close with a girl, and then you were close with her as well.
And there was like a wee group of us.
Yeah, it was mainly the 3 of us though, wasn't it? Olive, me and Olive.
Yeah, for a good bit.
And then Olive left us and moved away. And we left school, and then you never left.
Yeah, like I was just stuck to you, actually.
Yeah. Do you talk to many people from school?
Just you, and then one other one. That's really it. Nobody else.
Like I think coming out of school, like you're the only one I actually like made an effort with.
I mean, you didn't really have to make an effort. Like we were desperate. We had no one else.
We were the only ones left. Yeah, because everybody went to uni and all that and lived their bigger lives, and me and you went to Linden.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Linden, for anybody that doesn't know, is like a meat factory where we just pack a chicken.
Yeah, but then if you think about it, right, we had a good time.
Oh, we did.
And then we went travelling.
Exactly.
Like we went, where we go? We went to Paris. We went a couple of other holidays. No, we did. We went. Well, yeah, during the time we worked there, we just kept booking holidays, and then COVID hit.
Where did we actually go? Was Barcelona? I know Barcelona was after.
That was after.
Yeah. But yeah, on topic of Barcelona, so me and Natalia went to Barcelona a few years back, and we did the very wholesome trip. We did all the touristy spots and really, really enjoyed ourselves. But we were like, right, this time around, whenever we go, we have to actually like maybe go out one evening or whatever. So we're going to Barcelona tomorrow. Yeah, I booked this and found out she's pregnant about a week after. So
no, it wasn't. It was 2 months after.
When? That was September I booked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
exactly
a month after then.
Exactly.
And then a month after. Yeah, but I didn't plan that. Accidents happen.
So now we are going for a very wholesome trip. We're going to eat lots of food.
But like, would you not want it any other way?
Of course. I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited.
Just think about the food.
But literally, here we go, going off tangent. I'm actually going to revert back to the comment you made about you texting me every day and me texting you once a week, yeah?
Yeah, I'm still annoyed about that.
How do you feel about that?
Oh my God, I honestly am devastated. I cry every day.
Do you think like to actually be friends with somebody you have to talk to them every single day?
Oh no. Like I have so many friends I wouldn't speak to like for a week or two, and then I'll text them or like, oh my God, me and Ems, Jesus Christ, I haven't
Same.
spoken to her since since a month now, since my gender reveal.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, but if I texted her, like,
It's just normal.
yeah,
This is the thing. I think like a lot of people are far too high maintenance. Like, yeah, when you're younger and you have nothing else to do, you're sitting on Snapchat, you're snapping all your friends. Do you know what I mean? You're like, I still do that.
yeah, I still do.
Like, yeah, but what I mean is like that's the only sort of thing you have. Do you know what I mean? So your friendship group, and then you see each other in school or whatever. But like everybody's living different lives. Do you know what I mean? I don't even live here. You're growing a child.
I know.
So like
we're both busy. We're still in contact. I send you 20 TikToks. You only watch one. Send me a laughing face or a thumbs up.
We were sitting in my bed last night, right? And we were planning, right, okay, so where are we going to go for Barcelona? And Natalia's like, look at all these places I sent you. Goes into her sent messages. There's like 40 TikToks in a row. I haven't watched any of them.
And now you replied to like my last 2.
Yeah.
And that was it.
I know people will understand this. Do you know how overwhelming it is to open an app and see like 20 notifications from one person?
But do you, like, right, so when you're on TikTok and you're scrolling, you're watching about 500 in the one go.
I don't send you 20 in one row.
I think the max you sent me is like 8.
Are we keeping track now?
We are. I haven't noted down.
For fuck's sake. Yeah. So don't take it personally. I said this to you yesterday. It's just like,
I'm not crying over it.
Like, you went on about it all last night and you're going on about it again today. Yeah, like in my head, I'm always like, oh, I'll watch this later. And then I go on again and there's another 20. And I'm like, oh, I'll watch this tomorrow because I don't have 2 hours to go through 40 TikToks.
What do you mean? I do. So should you.
It's because you're a stay-at-home wife now.
No, I still work.
How's that going for you?
Great. Can't wait for maternity.
How long have you left?
2 months.
Still a long time to go, sweetie.
I know.
But you're going on a wee holiday.
Yeah.
But anyway...
Yeah.
So the toxic friend you were telling me about.
Which one?
Barbara. What happened there?
Oh, I don't know. I genuinely couldn't remember. Like, that's like so 15 years ago.
It actually was, wasn't it? That is mental. Wow. But do you feel like you have anybody in your life at the minute that you're like, I don't know if I should be friends with this person, or this person doesn't bring any value to my life?
Not really, no.
Good.
Not at the moment.
And would you have had last year?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I've the same friend group. Like, the only thing different this year is like I probably gained one friend more.
Who?
Just one of the new girls that works with me.
Oh, okay. So your work colleague?
Yeah, one of my work colleagues. She's my wee bestie.
Okay.
We're just friends because of the work trauma, you know. Okay. We're bonding over that.
Yes, I completely. That's why me and you bonded over Lyndon.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's the only way to do it. But yeah, okay, and well, I suppose you would have had like toxic friends in the past.
Oh yeah.
And if somebody, like say for example, is friends with somebody at the minute and they're maybe getting some red flags, like what would you say the red flags would be? Like, I need to cut this person out of my life.
Oh, the most important, like, main one would be like, you know, when you're the one constantly texting them,
yeah,
and then never text you, like a simple like, oh, let's go get coffee, or like, oh, like, I don't know, let's go get a sunbed, like, let's go for a walk to the park, and then like you never get any of that in return.
It's only you.
It's only you. Yeah, always being like, oh, let's go do something. Oh, are you free this weekend? Let's go shopping, or like any like silly things.
Yeah,
and then they never reach out, and then. Yeah, like that would be the main one.
And like obviously sometimes it is always going to be one-sided, isn't it? And that's how you know. And I think it's shit if you're like growing up with those people or you've been friends for, I don't know, 5-10 years or whatever, because I know with yourself whenever all of that was going on, because you did keep texting, do you know what I mean? And like you kept asking and that sort of thing. And I've had that situation before too, where and then all of a sudden you don't text and it fizzles out.
Yeah, and you never hear back from them.
Yeah.
And then years down the line, you meet them in a pub, and they're like, "What happened? Like, like, did I do something? Like, why are we not friends?" And you're just like, "When was the last time you texted me saying, well, how are you?"
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They're just not invested in your life. Like, I feel like for myself, like the last couple of years, the one thing I've took away is like you said, like one, like friends being one-sided, and two, friends only needing you for a certain purpose.
Oh yeah.
So like for me, it was drama and gossip, because I had so much drama. Like, say, a few years ago, I had something to talk about, and now there's certain people I don't talk to anymore.
Yeah, now you're boring.
I really am.
Basically, like, if I was them, I'd be like, nah, she's boring. There's nothing else to talk about.
Well, why do you still text me every day?
Oh, God. To be honest, I don't even know. I generally don't know. You're just there. Just so I can send you the TikToks and then be like, hello, why are you ignoring me?
I feel like I just found my new toxic friend from using me for a particular purpose.
No, I'm only joking. Like, I don't know. I just like to send you my wee daily 5-minute long voice notes.
No, you're not bad for that. She'll just send me, like, for example, today, she texted me, I had chicken and potatoes and curry, but I added too much water to make it. Like, this is the updates I get. And then she's like, why did you not reply to me till like 8 hours later? I'm like, because I looked at the message and went, what the fuck?
Yeah, but you left me unread. It wasn't even like left me undelivered. I'm like, okay, she's busy. You left me unread.
No.
Like, what am I supposed to think? Like, all right, are you mad at me or what?
Oh,
what did I do?
God. No, first of all, you know me long enough to know that I'm not mad at you. If I'm mad at you, you'll know about it, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
So if I'm ignoring you, it's a good sign.
I'm not even get the whole, like, I'm mad at you paragraph. She just pulls up to the house and be like, bitch, you pissed me off.
Stop acting up. No, if I read it, I didn't mean to read it. Okay?
So why'd you read it?
I'm about to explain. I must, like, my WhatsApp on my laptop is always open. So if you're the last
so
chat...
you're always in my messages.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, on, like, Snapchat, you had that, like, wee emoji always popping the head?
Yeah.
Like, that's you.
Exactly. My WhatsApp on my laptop is always open. So if I'm working, but that's in the background, your message will open.
Right.
But I don't see it. I'll see it when I go on my phone because
That's still not good enough.
Honestly.
You gotta do better.
I swear to God.
I open your message and I reply. Within seconds.
I know.
What are you going to say to that?
What I'm going to say to that is that's overwhelming. It's like me to Dom. Dom's the same. She'll like text me and like, or if I text her like anything, she will respond instantly. And then I get overwhelmed with how fast she's replying, so I stop replying. Dom, if you're listening, I'm sorry, you already know this, but yeah, it's the exact same. If you're replying too quickly, I can't keep up.
Yeah, but here, like, my English ain't that good.
And that's even
by
worse.
the time I spell everything out and then go and Google how do I spell this, because my autocorrect keeps changing it.
I actually have to like translate the messages and all. It's a lot of work. If I responded to you every time you message me, I wouldn't get nothing done.
No, you still would. I don't text you that much. I really don't.
You're really
to pull out the receipts.
Exactly, bring your phone out. No, but you can't complain. I have been like, now since this time I went to Dubai, I've been so good.
Yeah,
I actually text you every day, so don't say I text back
shocking.
once a week.
No, sometimes you don't text me for a full day.
And then I'll text you apologising.
When did you apologise to
I
me?
always say sorry, I've been busy, or I say like
that's just an automated message you sent to all your clients and then you copy and pasted it to me. Are you gonna lie about that?
No. Or like, for example, that time my SIM card was faffing around because I wouldn't get a freaking visa in Dubai. I texted you, for the next 4 days I'm gonna be quiet because I don't have a phone.
Yeah, but you still text me every day.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so why are you
I was like,
off?
why are you lying about your SIM?
Honestly. I'm just gonna carry on this podcast by myself. For fuck's sake. But I'm gonna revert back to toxic friends, friendships.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think is the good qualities, like, or the qualities of a good friend are?
Can I just insert a picture of you?
I'll Photoshop myself in
It's
there.
just someone who's always there for you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, we're not gonna say and go through the stuff me and you have done and been there for each other and stuff like that.
That's going through the grave, yeah.
Okay, yeah. But it's just the fact, like, you, like, I was at the other end of the world and, like, you still would text me,
Yeah.
and I would still be there. Do you know what I mean? Like,
course.
8 hour difference and all, and I'm still on the phone to you about your problems. And then you ended up coming out, and then I was telling you in person. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, me and Natalia, what, a year and a half ago, just had a whole... We went through a healing journey, just to say.
Oh, Jesus.
The both of us.
I don't know if that was a healing journey. It started
It was
off
at the
as
start.
yeah.
It was at the start.
It was very wholesome, like the yoga and then like meditation stuff.
And then
And then 2024 hit.
then we went outside.
Yeah. Something we don't do often.
Yeah. No, Natalia was away travelling last that was the year before.
A year and a half ago.
Yeah.
2023.
That's crazy how long that was.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like this time last year, like were you just
I was back from Dubai. This is when we were planning to go to Malta.
So you just came back from Dubai, or were you still in Dubai?
No, I had come back.
You just came back?
I had come back. I think at this time I was in Valencia.
Aye.
In that
Aye, a wee solo trip.
Yeah. I did. I healed last year.
Did you?
Yeah.
So did I. In many ways.
Yeah, she did. But anyway, so yeah, Natalia was literally in Thailand. I was in Dungannon.
I would have called you or texted you. So, did I not like call you crying a couple of times? I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Same. Same. So yeah,
attachment issues.
Natalia, and she was on a boat, and I was having a mental breakdown. She had a mental breakdown with me. Then she filled me in on her mental breakdown of the day.
Oh my God, yes.
That was the same day.
That was the same day.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think for
God.
me, like at that time, I was like, because I wouldn't have rang anyone else, and I didn't tell anybody else. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until after, because you forced me to. But like,
I didn't force you to.
yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
You told me to tell Ems.
Yeah, because I was like, I can't just get a flight. I'm on a boat. I'm on a 4 or 5 hour boat. Like, how am I supposed to fly back home?
About 1 day of traveling, 1.5 days.
It would have been like a 6 hour flight and then an 8 hour flight.
Yeah,
By the time I would have got
exactly.
home to save you
And trust me, I needed saving
from your silly little life.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like that made me definitely realise. And then, yeah, then I flew out to Bali to see you. Then you had your mental breakdowns.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
Well, I had loads before that anyway.
Yeah, but you were just kept them a
Yeah,
little more
but
private.
but I feel like just Bali just kind of really broke me.
It fixed you.
No,
Natalia.
do you know what? It broke me and then put me back
There you
back
go.
together.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
See,
like,
that's a
good. That's
Bali's really spiritual.
no. What did I say? Like you go to Bali to find yourself,
Yeah,
and we did.
We did.
didn't we? I found a new Aiste, the new Natalia.
exactly. Like, and I always say this: both of us, like, our lives right now would be so different if I didn't go out there.
Yeah,
But you were already there. Do you know what I mean?
I know, but still, if I hadn't had went,
Yeah.
and I was still putting that off, we would have never. Jesus Christ, we would be.
We'd be miserable.
Yeah,
I would still be living here, still having mental breakdowns every day.
Yeah.
And
and I would still be
you-
just
in
miserable
denial.
in that wee bubble.
it's
Damn.
funny how it works out, though, isn't it?
Aye. And then that bubble burst and then a new bubble was created.
A bigger
that.
bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's wild in regards to that. Like, but it's a good thing. Do you know what I mean?
It is.
If we didn't go, look, you wouldn't be where you are today, growing me a little mini Aiste.
Aye. A little minion.
A little minion, exactly. I am honestly concerned for this child.
Why?
Because I'm going to be around to raise it. My dad's going to be around to raise it. Like, it's going to grow up in the mafia.
Literally. No, but you know what I was sitting and I was saying to my mum, I was like, see, when I have this child, I have to explain to him like that my parents are his grandparents, your parents are his grandparents, and then the dad's grandparents are his grandparents.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you get 3?
Because special.
Aye.
Your dad. Your child has 2 fathers.
Aye, a stepdad and a daddy.
I'm the daddy.
Of course. It's going to come out looking like you.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But no, I love that. I'm very, very excited, you know.
Are you?
Yeah, are you?
I'm getting there. Still in denial.
Don't say that.
But what do you want me to say? Like,
Okay, let's talk about this. This is going to be your therapy session. What happened in your childhood?
nothing. Actually, nothing. Generally, nothing. I had a good childhood.
Okay, why are you in denial?
Um,
Do you just feel like you're getting fatter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I stopped doing my check-ins. Imagine standing on the scale and every week going up.
Well, you don't have to weigh yourself.
You told me that, what? 4 months in to weighing myself. And you don't have to do that anymore because I stopped doing my check-ins. I was like, I'm getting by this morning. And every day every week, I take a photo and I'm looking bigger and bigger. I thought when you get a PT, you're supposed to get skinnier. Not keep getting weight.
You know what? You may talk to your man about that because that has nothing to do with me.
You told me to do check-ins and you told me to increase my calories. I would have stayed skinny if you didn't.
No, I don't think so, mate. I don't think it's looking good. No, right. So I found out Natalia was pregnant literally about 2 weeks before I left. It was. I left in December. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
A month before you left.
No.
Yeah.
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 Okay, it was
like 2 or 3 weeks
November.
Before.
Yeah. So a few weeks before I left, right? So I have literally missed the first 6 months basically. So for me, you doing your check-ins, I don't give a flying shit what you're eating or what you're doing at the weekends or who you're with or if you ate out. I want to see the bump.
So you're basically making me fat just to see the bump.
Exactly.
No, but you know what's funny, right? Remember like the very first like videos and photos I sent you, oh, look at my bump. And then I was looking at it now and I'm just like, I was skinny.
Yeah,
there's nothing there.
Just bloated.
No, I wasn't even bloated. I was literally like flat. And I was like, where's the bump? And then me in the videos going from the front, oh, look, have a wee bump. And there's literally nothing there.
No, you can't see it. You can't.
No, see, after this, I'm going to show you the video I'm on about.
Yeah, but I remember like...
This is me like 8 weeks.
Yeah. No, but I told you that at the time. You just look a wee bit bloated. But if you compare your photos, right, and I'm going to show you this from October. So, because this all went down after my show. It was that weekend. That Monday you rang me. I was sitting on the toilet.
Tuesday. I was like, happy Tuesday.
Yeah. She rang me and she was like, oh, fuck. I was like, oh, fuck.
It was funny, though. It was a funny video I sent.
Yeah. Do you want to tell them about it?
So, I was just doing my daily vlogs for my wee 5 friends I have on Snapchat. And I was like, oh, like... When we were gone all weekend, weren't we?
Yeah.
So we were gone, and then I had really bad cramps from like that Friday up until the Monday, and I was still off on Monday. And then I woke up and I was like, right, like my period was due. Like, where is it? Still not here. But I've really still not here. But I was like, I've got cramps and stuff. Like I usually would have them like 2-3 days, and then it'll show up. But then I was like, no, they're like really bad. And then I just went on to Google, as you do. You just Google your symptoms.
You're either dying or you're pregnant. There's no alternative.
Literally, like the first thing was like, you've got cancer. And then the next one was like, you're pregnant. And I was like, yeah, haha. So I went to the Tesco's, got a pregnancy test. You know, as you do, you know, you come home, you piss on the stick and you wait. And then I was like, right, I'm going to record myself so I can send it to everybody and be like, haha, not this time. And as I'm recording myself, the 2 lines are showing and I just burst out crying, going like, fuck, I ruined my life.
You look like you're about to cry now.
Oh no, honestly.
No, to be fair, like the video watching back, like after everything calmed down, it's hilarious. It's just because she went in it so confident and going, haha. And I thought she was taking the piss, right? So I seen this video and I genuinely thought she was taking the piss. Yeah, because like
we've done once before like that, going like, haha, no, not this month, we'll try again next month or something. Like, as you do, like, it's just a piss take.
Just casual thing, yeah. And yeah. The video, I was like, no, she's taking the piss. And then I just seen her burst out like proper bawling. I was like, oh, she's not taking the piss.
Yeah. And then you're like, are you okay? Do you want to FaceTime? And I was like, sure. And I'm pretty sure it was like 6 a.m. No, it was actually earlier because it was like 5 or something. You were getting up to go to the gym.
Yeah. I didn't make it to the gym that day.
No, you didn't. No. And then I came over and then you made me dinner.
See, it all worked out for the better.
Yeah, I got fed.
Yeah, and then we were just being the Lulu on the phone, weren't we? You eventually stopped crying. I stopped crying.
Yeah. You didn't even cry.
I I was like, you know what, this is fine.
And
Better
you were
you than
like,
me.
oh my. You're like, yay.
Yeah, literally. And then she calmed down. She had some food. And yeah, now look at you.
Yeah, and then I just went home, sat on the sofa and waited for the man to come home to break the news.
Who also thought you were taking the piss.
Oh yeah. Later on that evening he goes to me, so is it a joke or what? I'm like, no, it's really not.
I kind of wish I was joking right now.
Yeah. That's a funny story.
It is. It is. Who were you most scared to tell?
You. I told you. I waited a full day to text you.
Do you know your mum asked me this?
What?
She was like, what was Natalia like telling you? I'm like, I don't actually know what her thought process was. She just told me she's really scared.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just because, like...
Because you ruined Hot Girl Summer.
Yeah, basically. No, it was just more like... We're at different stages of our life, right? And then I just kept saying, like, oh, I want to move away as well. Like, I want to do stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, we should go holidays here. We should go here. And we should do this. We should do whatever. And then I was just like, oh my God, like...
She's going to kill me.
My whole world just crashed. Aiste's going to disown me. She's like, I don't want to not to do with you. No, I'm only joking. But I don't know. I was just like... I was more scared to tell you than anybody else.
That doesn't make me sound like a very good friend, Natalia.
No, but it's just like I knew you wouldn't judge me. You wouldn't say nothing bad.
It was too late.
Do you know? Yeah, it was too late. No, but it's just like, it's just one of those things. I don't know. I was just scared to tell you.
And then you told me, and what happened?
And then we just laughed about it.
Denial 101.
Yeah. And then till this day, I'm going through menopause.
Yeah, that whole weekend, she was like complaining about her. Yeah, she's had cramps and so like.
Yeah, but I had a really bad cold as well.
Yeah, and you were sick, and you were.
Yeah.
She kept like complaining to me that the car's too hot. The car was not too hot, right?
It was hot.
No, and so I was just taking the piss out of her. I'm like, you're definitely going through menopause. Yeah, so it's an ongoing joke. We probably shouldn't be laughing at that because there is people that are going through menopause, but
well,
you kind of are
slightly,
just a
slightly.
tad.
You know, I have the symptoms, but I've just it's definitely not menopause.
No, it's not. I swear I knew this podcast was gonna just be a complete ramble on.
Oh yeah, it's just gonna be a bit of shits and giggles.
Is there anything you want to ask?
Oh no, I'm bad at questions. Next.
So you're bad at talking, you're bad at questions.
No, right. Wait, I'll ask you a question. Anyone you regret cutting off? Like, out of your life?
No.
Friend-wise?
No.
No?
I think at the time, like, I feel like with cutting people off, it's never going to be nice. Especially if it's maybe somebody you've been friends with for a while. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's something, like, sometimes I look back, I'm like, oh, like, I really was good friends with this person, or I thought I was really close with this person.
Yeah.
And I think it's the realization. Say that word for me.
No. You're gonna make fun of me.
The realization of, like, that was never truly my friend. I think that's really shit, and but I think that's why I don't regret it, because I seen my life with them in it, and that was all fine based on the circumstances. Yeah. But say if they fucked me over or whatever happened, and now I see my life without them, it's so much lighter.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
so you don't miss them?
No. No, I wouldn't say I don't miss them. I probably do, but I know they don't bring me any value to my life or that side of things. Like, I think you have, like, different friends for different purposes.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Why are you smiling?
Because I have my work friends.
Yeah.
And then I have my outside of work friends.
Yeah.
And then it's like, then you have, like, the friends, like, which is basically your family.
Yeah, of course. And
Yeah.
absolutely, like, and that's one thing I always say, like, you're always going to have different conversations. Do you know what I mean? With different people. And I think you need that. So I probably missed that aspect more so, because I'm like, well, the reason I vibed with this person was because of this, or this is the type of conversations we had. But then there's also a reason that I ended up, like, cutting them off. And, like, I would say I cut a lot of people off, like, 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I feel like last year, I think with me moving away, it was like a big eye opener for me who my real friends actually are.
Yeah.
And, like, who's going to put in effort, and also who I'm willing to put in effort with too. Because once a week.
Once a week.
Yeah, like, genuinely, from Like, I talk to about 3 people consistently. Well, if we count Ems, who's like once a week. But do you know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
know with her, it's a normal thing. We don't need day to
It's on
day.
both sides. Sure, me
Exactly.
and her are the same.
And it's not something she would take personally. Whereas I know
Yeah.
with other people, like, if I didn't text them for a week, it's like, oh, I'm being distant, or why am I not putting in effort and stuff like that. And you know the type of person I am. Like, that would make me pull away from somebody.
Yeah.
Like, if you're constantly on my back about, don't get me wrong, like, it'd be different if, like, I was generally not putting in effort and you came to me and you're like, look, I see you now, try harder. Do you know what I mean? That's different. But if somebody's constantly up my back, but it's also like, I don't message them, but they're not messaging me, like, that would make me pull away from them.
Yeah.
Because it's that same thing. Like, it's not one-sided. And everybody has their own lives now. Do you know what I mean? It's not like we're 16 anymore.
Sure, like,
We have responsibilities.
oh, jeez, that's crazy. No, but it's like, right, so like, me and you, well, until now, we had no kids. No responsibilities.
Now
right?
we've got one.
And then, like, I have my other friend, and I know her just as long as I know you,
Yeah.
and she's a kid. And not once, like, oh, because she got pregnant, she's
Yeah.
a wee family. Like, I stepped away from that.
100%.
Like, I'm still there. Yeah, we don't see each other as often. We're not like, oh, right, okay, let's go out every weekend, because she has responsibilities at the end of the day. But it's like, still, like, I do see her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
No, absolutely. And that's the thing. Like, you don't need to be seeing them as much, because, like, circumstances are going to change. Like, you don't even have to be having a family. Like, even if you get into a relationship, sometimes it changes. Like, us 2 single, we spent every single day, every single night together.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then you ditched me.
No, I didn't.
Yes, she did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, she did. You
When?
stopped sleeping at mine and started sleeping at his, and now look at you.
Yeah, but then, okay, well,
And then I had to leave the country to
and
get
then you
over
left
it.
the country, yeah.
So it works both ways, yeah.
No, it doesn't.
But I wouldn't have done it if you hadn't have done it to me.
So is that like a punishment then?
Exactly.
Oh wow.
And now you have to live without me. But yeah,
Not
like,
really.
even at that, like, with me moving away, do you know what I mean? Like, when we come back, there's no awkwardness. There's, like, it doesn't feel like I hadn't seen you in 2
From your
months.
side, I feel awkward every day. I'm joking.
I'm about to make you feel awkward.
No, do you know what's awkward is when I come up to you at the airport, bawling my eyes, crying, and you just standing going like, "Okay, stop embarrassing me."
I did not say that. I laughed.
And then what did you say? Okay, that's enough.
Yeah, because it wasn't enough.
I haven't seen you.
I
And
know.
I was hormonal. And you still
can't-
told me
Natalia,
that's enough.
you cried when you dropped me off at the airport when you weren't pregnant. The time before that, you cried as well.
Does that not mean something?
It does. It honestly does. It means a lot.
I'd like to see the same sort
But
of
you know I
emotions from
can't
you.
do that. It doesn't work.
You cry over silly things,
Like what?
like watching your raccoons TikToks.
That's so sad.
Leaving me is not sad.
No, it is sad, but I will never, like, I'll get on the plane and I'll be like, oh, do you know what I mean? But I'm not going to show you that to your
And
face.
then I'll get the one message once a year going like, "Oh man, I really missed you."
Yeah, and I do that. And
Yeah, and
I
then
usually,
I'm like, "Stop being gay."
literally. No, but it's so funny because, like, sometimes I'll just get a wee moment. Like, you know what it is? I think because me and you went traveling, like, even there in Zanzibar, like, in my head, I'm like, Natalia would have loved this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'd just be thinking of you, and I was like, I really miss that bit sometimes.
Just sometimes.
Yeah. And then I have to text her and I'd be like, right, what do I usually say? I'm about to be, I warn you, I'll be like, I'm about to be really gay.
Yeah.
Don't comment on it, but I kind of miss you.
Yeah. And then I just reply with like bokeh emojis going like, "Ew, are you okay?"
But then I be sitting in the airport just minding my own business, sitting on my phone, and all I see is Natalia waddling over.
I was not waddling.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't.
You were rolling into the airport.
Excuse me? Is that a fat joke?
It's not a joke.
I was walking normally.
Do you think you still walk normal?
Yeah.
Girl, stop being so delulu.
Do I not?
No, sure. I said to you walking up the stairs, you were. I was like, why are you walking like a pregnant lady?
Yeah, because it's up the stairs. That takes a lot out of you.
And then getting into the bed.
Try to be
Oh.
my size, Amy. Don't know what it's like.
Who the fuck's you?
Do you never seen that TikTok?
No, you know why? Because I don't watch them.
Let's think I'll send it to you.
Yeah, so I show it in that way. Like whenever I'm away and I don't have to look at her face, I will tell her I miss her. To your face, I'll never tell you that.
Why?
It's gay.
Just be vulnerable with me.
No, that's too much.
But like you'll sit and you'll play footsies with me under the bed sheets.
What are you talking about?
In Bali we shared a bed. Every night you had to touch me with your fucking
Because you were always so
chicken
warm.
feet.
Bro, I lost a toenail in Zanzibar.
Do you know what? That's karma for you slagging me off in Bali.
Oh my god! Right.
But at least I didn't lose a full one.
Haha. Jokes on you.
Mine just broke.
Topics of Natalia crying. So we were walking on the beach in Bali. She just started screaming, crying, sat down.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No,
you were
I
so
didn't.
overly dramatic.
No, I was like, oh my god, my foot's
And
really
then what
sore. And then I
happened?
looked and my toe was bleeding and my toenail was gone.
God. And then she sat down on the sand. She's like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, and then after I got it all cleaned up and it turned out that I actually didn't lose a toenail.
Well, I did.
It just broke.
Mine's gone with the sea.
Let me see. You didn't show it to me.
Do you want me to get it out?
Yeah.
No, you'd make money off that. I wouldn't do that. But yeah, I was telling a story. You keep interrupting me.
Sorry.
Can't remember what the story is. But yeah, do you regret cutting anybody off?
No, not really.
Why?
Why are you looking at the ceiling like that? Are you fed up with me?
Long time
Already.
ago, honey.
I mean, like when you're growing up, you just kind of see
Yeah.
who's really there and who's not. And it's like, I am a bit of a what is that, like people pleaser? Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I do like, I'll sit there and chase friendship or
Yeah.
chase someone just because I'm like, oh no, I really like you. And
Come back.
Like, please
Oh,
don't
trust
leave
me, I know.
Is it that obvious? Yeah, and then it's like you get to the point where it's like you're just begging for the friendship and it's just
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll stop. And then it's like, okay. Well, no, actually, I did regret cutting one person off. But we're
Who?
friends again. Me and Augusta.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I don't
I
even
think
know.
when you were younger, you were both just a little bit immature. It was just a wee bit.
Do you know what? When I
unnecessary
look
drama.
back at it, I generally don't even know why we, like, what happened, like, what actually
Yeah.
happened, that we stopped, and then we didn't speak for a year, and then I think, I said that to her, I goes, like, I seen her, like, watching my, like, Insta stories, and I was just like, do you know what, I really miss you. I was like, if you're gonna sit there and watch my stories, I just followed her back,
Yeah.
and then I was just texting her going, like, look, like, I don't even know why we're not speaking. And it's
Yeah.
like, or what happened, like, do you know, I miss you, like, let's be friends. Like, literally.
This is how Natalia finds friends.
Literally, like, let's be
I
friends.
like how you look. Let's be friends, please.
Literally, and then, I don't even know, like, I think we just kind of texted back and forth, and then it was just, like, we didn't actually see each other, and then it was, like, New Year's Eve or something. She was going out, and I was going out, and then I was like, oh, I'll see you there.
Yeah.
We'll get a drink and a catch-up, and then after that day, it's just, like,
Back to normal.
yeah.
Yeah, I think like you grow up a wee bit as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think, like, I remember when you were in school, like, anytime like you would have fell out, it would have been over something silly, or it was just
Yeah.
unnecessary drama. Whereas now, you both, well, actually, you haven't developed a frontal brain lobe. Clearly, me neither, because I can't even pronounce it. Frontal brain lobe.
Don't ask me.
Frontal lobe in your brain. Yeah, I know.
Couldn't tell you. I'm not
But
that.
yeah, I think you've just grew up in that sense. Do you know what I mean? From both
Yeah.
ends, and it's not that toxic school environment. Because, like I said, like I think school in general, like you're friends with people because they're there. You're not necessarily friends
Yeah.
because you want to be friends with them. Do you know what I mean? My
Yeah.
belly's rumbling.
I can hear that. I was gonna say
I hope you can't hear that in the microphone.
background noise.
What are we gonna eat after?
I don't know. Maybe a wee chicken Nando's.
Okay. But you know the way I said, like, with me moving like away, I notice who my real friends are.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed a change since you've got pregnant?
No.
No.
But I feel like I'm at the stage where I have like, it's like I said, the 3 wee friend groups. Like, yeah, some of them like mix around and like I'll hang out with them. Like in the one big group, but I feel like I'm at the stage in life where like I have friends that I know are there for me no matter what.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going around and like I have people that I talk to, like if I see you down the street I'll be like, oh well, how are you, blah blah. But it's like I have my friends.
Yeah, they're just acquaintances, those people
Yeah.
you say, yeah.
And they're friends and they're there for me. And not one of them, like during like me finding out I'm pregnant and me telling everybody, like not one of them has like pulled away or been acting different. Like everybody's like texting me and stuff. I was like, when you were away and I texted you and going like I have friends but like I'm so lonely. And then you asked me why and I go say I don't know how to explain it. Like I don't know if that's like something to do with like being pregnant or what, but I generally do. Like I'd be sitting there like in someone's company and I'm like, I just feel very lonely.
But do you think it is like more so to do with the fact that like no one around you is going through what you're going through?
Probably.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's loneliness coming from that aspect.
Maybe.
Or is it more so like everybody sort of doing your own thing and there's such a big change coming into your life?
See, I don't know. Maybe it's just because no one else is going through that.
Yeah. But that would make sense because like even for yourself, this is your first time going through it too. So everything's new to you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So why is my belly rumbling and yours isn't?
Mine's just doing 360.
Oh, it's kicking you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it very much so could be just because of that. You're going through all of this like for your first time. You don't know what to expect. And yeah, of course, like your sister and Augusta and everybody's been pregnant and had kids before, but like nobody's going to feel the exact same way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You should. We're like the one person.
Hey guys, I have a surprise apparently. What does everybody post? Baby Szymborska coming December 2026.
No, it's going to be Lucas Schneider.
Oh, my one?
Yeah.
Why is my one going to be Lucas Schneider? Why am I saying my second name wrong just because you did?
That's the way I pronounce it.
Yeah.
Well, I told your dad yesterday. It's going to be
I meant
Lucas
my
Schneider Jr.
kid.
Oh, are you taking over my surname?
Baby Brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really foggy.
How's
I'm not going to lie, but like half the time when you're talking, I'm like zooming out here.
That's lovely.
I don't know if I'm just tired or like it's baby brain.
I think it's time to go for food, yeah.
It's snack time.
Okay, I'm going to ask you one more question and I'm going to let you go get a snack because I clearly need one as well. Okay, if somebody is surrounded by people that don't feel like they're real friends right now, what advice would you give them?
I would either just let that friendship fizzle out or just...
But what if somebody's like feeling, or I'll ask you a different question, like how do you think you would make friends as an adult? Or like how do you meet people? Because it is harder. That's
like
why people...
work,
yeah.
For example. Like I came back there now and like, oh my, like there was 4 of us right before I left. So it was like us and like, oh, Jesus Christ, like we would meet out of work, like in work and all, like with this big wee friend group. And then obviously I went travelling. 2 of them went to Australia.
Yeah.
And then I came back and then the other one then decided to leave, got a new job. And then I was like, oh damn, I'm left by myself.
Yeah.
But then obviously like another girl came in and like she was kind of friendly with the other one before she left. And then we just went out.
Yeah.
I can still hear your stomach.
Yes.
Yeah. And then it was literally like the first day I came in and I just spoke to her. And she just seemed dead on. And then
Natalia goes, okay, I like you, let's be friends.
Literally, I was like, do you know what? I can be friends with you. No, but it's like, I was literally working there for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we just decided to go out. And then after that, like, honestly, like, more besties.
Yeah, everyone's close.
Yeah.
I agree, like work or even just like I know for myself, even meeting people in Dubai, I just message girls. Like, that sounds really weird.
Yeah.
Like, do you know?
I couldn't.
I don't have work friends. I work by myself. Where am I meant to find them? But you know what? I think when you're moving away, it's different though. Because, like, people have done the same thing as me. They moved away. They were in the same shoes. Do you know what I mean?
That's so, like whenever I went travelling, like, those first 3 months, I didn't make friends or nothing. And then that month of me and you, like... okay, people be like, oh, when you're going traveling, like stay in hostels, that's where you meet people and stuff like that.
You don't have to.
We don't have, like, we were literally like sitting in a beach club, and then all of a
People
sudden
came over.
yeah,
but
and
that
you just chat.
I agree. Like, especially with traveling and stuff like that. Like, yes, the reason people say hostels and stuff because everybody there is traveling, but
And they're all
I
by
feel
themselves.
like when you're traveling or like you're in different countries where a lot of people are doing the same thing, as in like whether they've moved there, like for example in Dubai, like most people are expats there, so most
Yeah.
people have like moved over there, so everybody's been in the same shoes, so it's so easy to meet people because everybody's like, oh, okay, do you know what I mean?
You're
Like,
kind of forced
and I feel
then
like
to come out of your
yeah,
comfort zone and be like, okay, let's
absolutely.
be friends, because I'm lonely otherwise.
no, well, I never have texted somebody that. I usually be like, do you want to grab a coffee? And then see if I like them. And then I decide if I want to be friends with them. I don't just pick them up like stress, Natalia.
Why not? You're going to pick up that cat.
Oh, me and Dubai cats, like, honestly, if anybody that lives in Dubai sees me walking around with a cat that doesn't look like it belongs to anybody, mind your business, yeah.
She's a cat stealer.
It's mine now. But thank you so much for coming on and talking.
Thanks for having me. A lot of nonsense.
A lot of nonsense.
I hope
You're
you
just
get
right.
something out of this episode.
Oh, I'm not even going to crop it. This is going to be raw.
Raw?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I cropped the start of it.
Why?
I said very inappropriate things.
What did you say?
Just crop that part.
Okay, I'll crop that part. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on, and thank you everybody for listening, and I'll see you all next Wednesday.